was born here in South Carolina. I was raised here in South Carolina. I was here in South Carolina. I went to Carolina. I'm a Democrat because I care about people. I feel like in my heart, Republicans care about money. I care about people. So that's why I'm a Democrat, and that's why I've always been a Democrat. Okay, well, the reason why I'm running for Congress. I'm running for Congress. Henry Brown, Jim DeMint, and Lindsey Graham, they don't care what I think, and they don't care what any of y'all think. And the proof of that is their inability and unwillingness to compromise on anything. The way the minority people get represented is through the compromise process. Those folks don't care about any of us. And I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for 10 years, 15 years, for somebody to listen to me and for somebody to listen to y'all. So if y'all will please elect me, I can represent you and get the things that we need to have done in Washington, D.C. Talk about health care. Now, I am a living example of government-provided health care. I'm a military retiree. My government provides me my health care, and it is wonderful. They're just wrong. My wife and my children can go to any doctor they want to see. Our pharmacy benefits are fantastic. And I get this with the military. When I joined this system, I'm a reservist. They let the reservists pay into the system, the military health care system. It cost us $250 a month for the first year. And what happened was the reservists figured out just how wonderful the health care is. And so we all jumped in on it. And because we all got in, the price went down for everybody. It's now $166 a month for wonderful insurance. Now, who in this room would like to have great insurance for $166 a month? I'm a military guy. I told you that before. And the first thing we loved in the Air Force was protection of the president. And folks, we've got to elect a Democrat to go to Washington in November to have the president back. He needs our help. The election in 2008 was important, but 2010 is arguably more important. We've got to keep the momentum, got to get our folks up there so we can protect our president's back. Talk about Social Security. I look around this room and I see some folks that are probably receiving Social Security. We've been talking about, we've known Social Security has been going broke for 18 years and have not addressed the issue one time. It's because seniors vote and people are afraid that's at seniors. Well, folks, seniors, they're the greatest generation that fought World War II for us, and seniors understand common and shared sacrifice. Everybody's going to have to pay just a little bit more, businesses and individuals. You might have to delay your retirement for 6 months or 3 months. You might not get that inflation raise every year. It might be every 2 years. But as long as we're all sacrificing together, we can do this. We have to save, we have to save Social Security. Please help me on that. And finally, let's talk about the wars. Now, in 2008, my unit was activated. I was a full colonel. And because I was a full colonel, they told me, Mr. Burton, you don't have to go. And I said, well, no, wait a minute. If I don't go, does that mean, well, what does that mean? And he said, well, that means a Marine or an Army guy who's already been twice is going to have to go a third time. And I said, that's just wrong. You're sending me. So I went. Now, the war in Iraq was the wrong war, and we all know it. There's no argument. But when my country asked me to serve, I showed up because that's what you do. That's what real men and women do. Now, our president, our wise president, is getting us out of Iraq. And we will be out of Iraq by this time, well, by about a year now, we'll be out of Iraq. Thank God. Afghanistan is a different situation. Let me explain why Afghanistan is so important. If we pull out of Afghanistan, that will prove to our enemies that we just quit, like we did in Somalia and like we did in Burton. Bloody our nose, we'll pull out. Now, as a military officer, as an airline pilot, I know geography. If you look at the world, here's Afghanistan, right down here is Pakistan. Pakistan has 60 to 70 nuclear weapons. If we just willy-nilly pull out of Afghanistan, we will destabilize the whole region, and those 60 to 70 nuclear weapons will go into play. We cannot afford that. So while nobody wants to spend the money to go to Afghanistan, nobody wants to do that, but it's actually cheaper for us. If it's just about money we're going to talk about, it's actually cheaper for us to be there to stabilize the region and keep those nuclear weapons from going in the wrong hands. Now, folks, I'm going to ask you to vote for me. I'm asking you for your support in the election on June 8th and on November 2nd. I'm proud to know you. I'm proud that part of y'all is in the district I hope to represent. And once again, please support me on June 2nd. Thank you all very much.